The air crackled with disbelief. A hush fell over the nation as the news spread like wildfire. Guilty. Donald John Trump, the 45th President of the United States, had been convicted of felony charges. The man who had once held the highest office in the land was now a convicted criminal. The weight of the moment was crushing, a stark reminder of the fragility of American democracy. For some, it was a victory, a testament to the rule of law and a sign that no one, not even a former president, was above it. For others, it was a declaration of war, a deep wound inflicted by a corrupt and vengeful system. The divide, already a chasm, had become an unbridgeable abyss. In homes and bars, on news channels and social media, the verdict ignited a firestorm of emotions. Jubilation on one side, rage on the other. The nation held its breath, bracing for the aftershocks. The question on everyone's mind, what comes next? The answer, shrouded in uncertainty, held the potential to reshape America as we knew it. Almost before the gavel fell, the whispers began. The deep state, they murmured. A rigged system, a stolen election, a manufactured downfall. The conspiracy mill, fueled by years of distrust and misinformation, roared back to life, churning out narratives of betrayal and persecution. Trump, they claimed, was a martyr, a victim of a vast conspiracy that sought to silence him and his supporters. His conviction wasn't a defeat, but a badge of honor, proof of the lengths his enemies would go to maintain their grip on power. Social media platforms, once havens of connection, became echo chambers of anger and resentment. Algorithms designed to amplify engagement served as accelerants, feeding users a steady diet of fear and outrage. Facts were irrelevant, replaced by a toxic stew of half-truths, outright lies, and dangerous speculation. The seed of doubt, once planted, took root in fertile ground. It twisted and grew, nourished by fear, anger, and a profound sense of disenfranchisement. The narrative of the stolen election, once confined to the fringes, had seeped into the mainstream, poisoning the well of public discourse. The verdict landed like a bomb in the already fractured landscape of American politics. What little common ground remained between Democrats and Republicans crumbled, replaced by a yawning chasm of mistrust and animosity. Dialogue became impossible, replaced by a cacophony of accusations, insults, and threats. The political center, that fragile space where compromise once lived, evaporated. The two parties, once partners in governance, became sworn enemies, each viewing the other as an existential threat. The language of politics, already heated, grew more incendiary, fueled by a toxic mix of fear, resentment, and a growing sense of desperation. Within families and communities, long-simmering tensions boiled over, friendships fractured, neighbors turned on each other, and the bonds that held society together began to fray. The American experiment, once a beacon of hope, seemed to be teetering on the brink of collapse. The very idea of shared values, of a common good, seemed like a distant memory. The American dream, once a promise of unity and opportunity, had become a zero-sum game, a battle for survival in a nation increasingly defined by its divisions. The internet, once hailed as a tool for democratization, became a breeding ground for extremism. Online forums, once havens for niche interests, morphed into radicalization hubs where anger and resentment were weaponized. The line between fringe beliefs and mainstream ideology blurred as extremist views seeped into the national conversation. Fueled by a toxic cocktail of conspiracy theories, white supremacy, and anti-government sentiment, extremist groups found fertile recruiting ground in the wake of the verdict. They offered a sense of belonging, a community of shared grievances, and a dangerous path to action. The language of violence, once taboo, became commonplace. Threats against politicians and judges became routine. The internet, once a platform for free expression, morphed into a battleground where words had the power to incite real-world harm. The specter of domestic terrorism, once a distant threat, became an ever-present reality. The Oklahoma City bombing, once an anomaly, became a chilling precedent. The ingredients for large-scale violence were all there: a polarized populace, easy access to weapons, and a growing number of individuals willing to resort to violence to achieve their political goals. A King Noble Black Supremacy production.
Holy shit, he was found guilty! Holy mother you suck! You suck! There is no justice in this country!
Guilty!
Not guilty!
Not
He's
guilty,
not guilty! You pieces of shit! Won the con! He's shit and died! You're fucking corrupt,
Your fucking kids are all dead. Your kids are all dead.
There's no justice in this country!
Not
It's all corruption! It's all fucking corruption! I have a message for you! You won the con! Won the con! I'm fucking pissed!
You and Joe
Fucking
Biden too.
Joe Biden!
Is one of us. He's one of us. And now they have only made the poll numbers go higher. I guarantee that's what you're going to see coming next. The polls are going up. Donald Trump is going to win even harder. They're going to have to bring in Michelle Obama. They're going to have to bring in Michelle Obama, Big Mike, in August to try and fix things. But that's not going to work either. The numbers are going to go so high for Trump right now that it's over for Biden. It's over for the Democrats.
You, Judge Juan. You. There is no justice in this country. We want a democracy. This is America. You railroaded this man. He committed no crimes. You. I'm mad as hell, as they say. I'm mad as hell. Let's take to the streets. Let's take to the fucking streets. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Let's take to the fucking streets. Good. Let's block traffic. Corruption in this country. They're convicted an innocent man. He committed no crime.